again. Today we have a little bit of boring job. We need to replace the keyboard of this Asus laptop. The keyboard is bonded to the upper plastic, so pretty much we have to remove the plastic. We have to split the keyboard from the plastic, and after that try to bond back the new one. So it's not a very easy and pleasant job, but we have to do it, so I decided to make a video. We have to remove the battery. After that we need to lift the upper plastic, and after that try to fit the new one. So let's start. We don't need to remove the main board, but we have to remove the screws in order to remove the plastic. All the screws here under the cover are the same size. Those ones longer, the two on the hinges. These two should be shorter ones. I think this should be enough. Now let's try and open. Be careful with the cables. The cover is removed. Now let's get the new keyboard. We have to actually check, will it fit, of course, because who knows. But yeah, the keyboard should be the same. The first thing we gotta do, we need to check, is the new keyboard working properly. So I'm gonna connect the power button, I'm gonna connect the new keyboard, and after that I'm gonna test, because we don't want to do all this thing just for nothing. So let me just connect the keyboard first, like this. Now let's power on the laptop. And the laptop have a password, but we're gonna test keyboard only. Laptop is coming on. Charger was not plugged in all the way. We have the password menu. Yeah, enter is working. All the keys are working also. Backspace. Yeah, everything is fine. So let me power off the laptop. Yeah, laptop is off. Now the thing that we need to do, we have to remove the old keyboard first. Then we need to remove the plastic rivets, put the new one, use a soldering iron just to melt the plastic a little bit, and we should be fine. I'm going to remove the button first. I have seen people using paper tape or something like that to when they are replacing. The whole keyboard is moving, and I don't think that's the proper way to do it. So yeah, we're gonna reuse this after that so that the keyboard doesn't short on the main board. We're gonna reuse this after that. Now we need to make space so that we can remove the keyboard. I'm gonna take a paper knife. I'm gonna cut this plastic a little bit so I can pull out this metal part easier. I will probably fast forward this video because it will take me some time. Don't throw away these black plastics because we're gonna use them after that. Now let's try and separate this. We have some big welds here. You can remove them also. This way you won't break the plastic on the frame. You don't need to remove all of them. Keyboard is out. Now let's clean this a little bit. Sorry. Now once we got the old keyboard removed, let's place the new one and check will it fit. Yeah, the new keyboard fits nicely. Now when we push the keyboard, we see that all the plastics are coming out, so pretty much I'm gonna just push from the back and solder some of them with a old soldering iron. Once we have that done, I'm gonna try and use some of the old pieces here on the sides so I can melt more plastic. So let me power on the soldering iron and we'll continue. I got the soldering iron. I am using an old one with very old tip. Pretty much I'm using it only when I'm replacing this type of keyboards. So pretty much now the thing we gotta do, just push from the back and try to make it flat like this. I don't know, in the camera focus. The idea is just to melt and the keyboard is staying on place. So we're gonna do this on most of the places, and I think we should be ready. Now this will be a long, I'm gonna fast forward, but you get the idea. If you think this will take you 5 to 10 minutes, it will take you a little bit longer, but yeah, we have time. Also, you can take from the plastics that we broke before in order to put some more, because on some places they was cut very low. Let's check. Yeah, the keyboard is not sitting down, it's proper solid. Push it. So now we have to fit this, which was like that, and once we mount it, it will give an extra straight to the side of the keyboard. We need to push it like this. Once you hear a click, this means it went nice inside. So now we're gonna melt the plastics and we're gonna push down so it will bond better. Now let's do the same on this side to see can we bond this a little bit more. Check now. Yeah, this here is solid, but let's add some more plastic so we can be sure that this will go anywhere. Yeah, pretty much. It won't be perfect, of course, but once this thing lays down on the optical drive and the keyboard is fairly flat, it won't make any problems. Let me try to add some here. Yeah, this is solid. I think we did a Relatively good job. Now let's try and put this back, but before putting it back I'm gonna put 2 layers of double-sided tape so it will hold. Not much, just in case it doesn't move around when I'm trying to assemble it. Should be like that. Let's put the power button back. Now let's place back the keyboard, try to power on the laptop. Now let me connect the keyboard first. Then we're gonna connect the touchpad. This thing have a problem with the power button cable. Someone cut it, so if you don't place it the right way, it will not press properly. Let's try it. Pressing the power button, nothing happens because the connector is not placed well. Let's check the connector on the other side to see. Yeah, there's a problem with the cable. After I remove it, laptop start. Let's check the keyboard. All the keys are working fine. You can see backspace on the right. Pretty much the only thing I gotta do now is just close this and put the screws back. I won't keep you because the video went a little bit longer than I expected. Pretty much that's the whole procedure and the way how you, at least that's the way I replace the keyboards on these laptops with the bonded keyboard. I hope you like the video. Bye bye for now.